Going extra long with this one. People, welcome back to another one. In today's video, we'll be looking at the Milwaukee quarter-inch extended reach ratchet. I pulled the trigger on this and I purchased it the other day. I think it came in yesterday. You know, this goes for about around 180, about 180 pounds. So I saw like a sort of like a small discount, if you may so call it, for about 10 quid. So I bought this for like 170 online. You know, whether you buy eBay, Amazon, you know, don't care. Like, you know, I usually buy from eBay, but yeah, you can get it for online, you know, about 180. I find on discount 170. So I was like, you know, mine as well, because I've been looking on these to like drop in price a little bit ever since they came out. I mean, it's been, I don't know, about a year and a half probably. But yeah, you know, they kept the value, well, they kept their value up in there. So, you know, they gotta be pretty damn good. So unboxing this, you got a little kind of like, what's this? Quarter-inch to 3/8 adapter. Looks like impact rated, so kind of like bonus feature, I would say. Obviously, you got the tool itself, box over there. Tool itself, main and important thing, do not skip out on this 3-year warranty on the Milwaukee. Go up ahead online and then register your tool, because if it does break, then you have to pay for it to get it repaired. So don't do the same mistake I've done on some of my Milwaukee tools. Go up ahead and then, you know, register the tool online. Obviously, you got some instructions and then leaflet, what's or not, you know, that's kind of like extra. But yeah, getting on to the tool itself, the big bad boy. Obviously, you got the bag, you know, chucked that way. So looking at the tool, you know, couple of main things. Obviously, if you are, you know, in the M12 platform on Milwaukee, highly recommend invest in this one. I mean, I got my quarter-inch and my 3/8. So I was like, you know, I wanted to get this as soon as it came out, but I was kind of like, I always wait to like get a price drop. But yeah, I mean, I really found the design and then, you know, the end results of using this in, you know, in the automotive industry really effective, because you kind of like, you can tell when the tool comes out and you're like, yeah, that's going to help out a lot in this situation or that situation. But yeah, you get the idea. So obviously, being an M12 platform, so we would take any M12 battery. I got a 2-amp battery over there, so nothing unusual. And I think it's going to be the one I'm going to be using with this. With the 3/8, I usually use a 6-amp as well if I need a little bit more chooch out of that one. But quarter-inch 2-amp battery does the job. I don't see myself getting a bigger battery. Maybe I might get the 3-amp battery, but kind of like the same package as this. It's kind of like the newer ones. But yeah, they do cost like an arm and a leg, if you ask me, for compared to like a 2-amp battery. But anyway, M12 tool, M12 platform, so any M12 battery, must have of any tool I get, you know, for me is a must have. Fuel gauge, so love that feature. So, you know, I'm really glad they keep going with that one, because with the older Milwaukees they didn't have this, so it's kind of like a pain in the butt. Nice rubber molding over here, so, you know, it gives you a good grip when you're going to be using the tool. I think it's chemical resistant as well, because obviously we work on cars. Milwaukee obviously planned ahead, because obviously we're going to be working on cars, so you know, it's going to be getting into contact with grease, you know, brake fluid, oils, you know, whatever, like different chemicals, brake cleaner, and then, you know, you want a good chemical resistant rubber mold over there that's not gonna like, you know, peel off and then kind of like, you know, come apart in, you know, kind of like in terms of time when you're gonna be using the tool. Really similar to a quarter-inch fuel ratchet. Obviously, the main thing being different is gonna be the head. I think this one is 3 inches or something like that. I mean, it says on the box like about 82. I don't know if you can see that. No, you don't. It does say 82 millimeters, so I'm guessing it's about 82 millimeters. I don't know if you can see that. So that's 8 centimeters. What, 8.2? So that's 3 inches. So I don't know, 3 inches and a quarter, something like that. But yeah, you get the idea. It's the extended version of the normal quarter-inch that would kind of like be like sort of around here. Couple of features on this one, being obviously the same power as the fuel quarter inch. Is going to be 54 Newton meters in torque, which, you know, for a quarter inch, I'd say that's plenty enough. I mean, for me, you know, on these ratchets, you know, I kind of like, as long as they got solid internals, you know, the main job is you break off a fastener instead of using a ratchet, and then, you know, you just pull the trigger and take off the fastener. I mean, I think a lot of people are kind of like, you know, fussing about this one's got X amount of power or X amount of power. At the end of the day, it's still a ratchet. So the main purpose of the ratchet is you break off the fastener, whether sometimes you need to use a little bit of your manpower and then, you know, take it all the way, or if the fastener is like, you know, not weak enough, but if you ain't tight enough, then you can you know, use your ratchet and then, you know, do it with the motor, with the power of the motor. So yeah, that one doesn't really concern me. 54 Newton meters is plenty amount of power for me, if you ask me, for a quarter inch, so that shouldn't be a problem for me. Speed wise is 250 RPM, which is the one I'm kind of like a bit more not concerned, but the kind of like feature that I look about. You know, 250 is a little bit faster than the 3/8, which is 200 RPM. So I would say 250 RPM is a pretty nice balanced number in terms of speed. I mean, obviously you got the third gen Milwaukee, that's kind of like 450, which is killing it in terms of speed. But I want to get into that into another video. But focusing on this one, 250 RPM, plenty of speed in terms of use compared to you using a, you know, like old school hand tool, like a, you know, quarter inch ratchet, and then you have to like go backwards and forwards. So yeah, that's with that. Obviously you got the LED, so you can see what you're doing. I don't know if this LED is gonna be, you know, it's gonna be like sort of like where obviously the quarter inch was kind of like up to here, so you had the better view of what you're doing. I don't know with the quarter inch, the extended one, and the 3/8, the, you know, the light might not be as kind of like effective in the kind of like long area over here. You know, you still get the amount of light, but, you know, obviously, you know, it is not going to be the same amount of light as, you know, if it was here with the, you know, the old, not old, but kind of like the standard quarter inch and 3/8. So, you know, that kind of like, I want to call it a drawback, but it's kind of like less effective in a way. But yeah, overall, tool itself weighs 0.9 kg. So if you add, you know, I don't know, like a regular 2 amp battery, so you're talking about a kg worth of tool in your hand when you're going to be using it. So, you know, a kg is still pretty light. I mean, you know, if you do hold it for hours, you might, you know, feel some sort of kind of like tension. But, you know, this is a fast tool. This is a tool that you're going to be using, you know, 5-10 seconds, whatever, like, you know, to take, you know, a couple of fasteners off, then, you know, remove the part, then use it again. So you're going to be like, you know, putting it away, putting it away, kind of like, you're not going to be holding it for, I don't know, like 2 hours straight. That's what I'm trying to say. Pretty much overall, I think, you know, the thing that made me pull the trigger on this tool was, I was doing a job the other day, actually my first timing belt on an Audi A6. I think it was like a diesel one, but I can't, yeah, probably a 2-litre diesel. But anyway, I was using this, not this one, the 3/8 extended reach, to obviously, lost in words over there, using my 3/8 extended reach to take off the timing belt cover, and then, you know, timing belt cover, crank pulley bolts, well, fasteners as some people would say, kind of like, you know, because it's a tight area. I did pull the front end a little bit, I didn't take it all the way. I pull it up a little bit so I get more room. You know, the 3/8's done pretty good. You know, I had a little bit of a wiggling issue to get in there. But yeah, it was kind of like in my head where this quarter inch, it would shine. But yeah, that's what made me pull the trigger. You know, it does cost you a little bit, in my opinion. So about like, what, I got it for £170. But in the long term, that's going to work out in terms of, you know, when you're going to be working in the industry for many years. It's going to make you more efficient. And then, you know, at the end of the day, it's going to make you more money. That was the video, guys. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below if you do own the tool, what you think about it, what do you like or not like about the tool, and I'll see ya in the next video.